Okay, so I'm trying to get a Boss RC-500 verse and chorus setup, and I want to demonstrate how it is done. At least it is working for my case. So in the track one, I have the verse, and the track two, I have the chorus. When the track one is playing, at any point in time, I will play, I'll press the track two record on play by arming the track two, and then the track two will start playing only after the track one is completed its current loop. And the same thing will happen when I move from track two to track one. So when the track two is playing at any point in time, if I press the track one play button by changing the track, it'll wait for the track two to finish, and it'll start playing the track one only when the track two is done. This helps me not have to worry about making the perfect timing of pressing the right point, the starting of the track, because I can play I can press the button anytime when the other track is playing, and it'll start the second track or the other track, I mean the next track, when the current one is finished. So you have a more room for pressing the button, and that is a big thing for, let's say, a live setup. And again, if I have, let's say, the artist, the I think FS6 looper pedal, then, or not the looper, but the pedal, then I can actually run this in two memories, in two different um, tracks within two memories, like four tracks altogether. So I can almost, have a like a rhythm guitar being played all throughout on the looper while I'm singing and playing the guitar leads and stuff like that. I'm going to start with the track one. Windows, 2 long years to go. I can play the track two at any point in time, track select button, and then go back to blue. La la, la la, la la la. And I'll play this and it'll start the track two when this finished. Surround, hold down, place of ice and snow. Change the track one. Remember, illusions, my decisions. I press the track one play button. Will break down. It came back to track one. At any point in time, if I want to play the track two, all I have to do is change the track, and when I think the time is right, which means when the current loop is going to finish, it'll go to the track to play. And before it does that, it'll beep. The record and play will beep. So we'll press the record and play button right now, and it'll say beep. I'll play now. Yeah. It'll beep, 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 beep. Start. So the record track two is playing. And then at any point in time, if I want to go back to track one after this cycle finishes, so I can press the record any point in time. Then it'll play the whole thing. Na na na, na 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 na. All the chorus part. Na na. It's still waiting. Na na. Now it came back to track one. Okay. So this is how it is done. It's pretty simple. The track one is, let me just see if I can make this easy to read. The only thing is you have to make sure the auto sync is turned off. I'm sorry, the loop sync is turned off, and so both the tracks start is immediate. You don't have a choice on that. Well, you have a choice, but nothing that is appropriate. So the T1 stop is loop end. Oops, sorry. T1 stop is loop end, and T2 stop is also loop end. The other thing you have to make sure is that loop sync is off in T1 and T2. There's a measure, T1, T2 is 16, and T1 is, I think, 4. This I didn't enter myself. There are some Facebook group which is telling to enter them manually, which probably is going to help in some scenarios, but for me, for my use case, it was perfectly fine. So I didn't put them in. So the only thing I've done is to change the auto sync or the loop sync to turn off on both, and made sure that the stop, stop for both T1 and T2 is loop end. That's the only thing I did. Again, I'm pretty new in the looping and pretty new in the Boss RC-500. There seems to be lots of YouTube videos about different ways to do this, Facebook post and Reddit and all that. And I think I'm not saying they're wrong. They're probably more right than I am. But in case you're kind of a bit intimidated about the looper, this is a pretty easy way to get a song, sing along, playing with a chord and two structures. That'll work pretty well. Thank you for watching the video.